Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Gandharvika Giridhari, Gandharvika Giridhari, Gaurari. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Jai Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिं भवतिर्नैष्ठिति कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Sunday feast program. So today we are going to discuss about the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 33, 32 and 33. Two slokas. Canto 1, Chapter 16, 32 and 33. 1, 16, 32 and 33. And 33. 1, 16, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 32 and 33. Okay. Please repeat behind me. Brahmadayo bahutiham yat yat abanga moksha. Brahmadayo bahutitam yat abanga moksha. Yo bahutitam yat abanga moksha. Kamastavaga samcharan bhagavat prapannaha. कामस्तवग संचरन् भगवत् प्रपन्नः. कामस्तवग संचरन् भगवत् प्रपन्नः. शास्त्रीः स्ववासम् अरविन्द वनं विहाय. शास्त्रीः स्ववसनम् अरविन्द वनं विहाय. शास्त्रीः स्ववासम् अरविन्द वनं विहाय. शास्त्रीः स्ववासम् अरविन्द वनं विहाय. यत्पादशौभगम् अलं भजते अनुरक्ता. यत्पादशौभगम् अलं भजते अनुरक्ता. यत्पादशौभगम् अलं भजते अनुरक्ता. भजते अनुरक्ता. It is a little bit lengthy sloga. It is unable to recite continuously, so it is need to practice that. तस्यागम अब्जे कुल संगुष केतु केतहि. तस्यागम अब्जे कुल संगुष केतु केतहि. तस्यागम अब्ज कुल संगुष केत केतहि. गम अब कुल संगुष केत केतहि. श्रीमत्पदेर भगवतः समलंकृतांगी. श्रीमत्पदेर भगवतः समलंकृतांगी. त्रिन अत्यो रच उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिं. त्रिन अत्यो रचो उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिं. तिम अत्य रचो उपलभ्य ततो विभूतिं. लोकांच मां वृश्रयजात् उसमत्यतिं तत्तन्ते. लोकांच मां व्यासजत् उस्मत्यातिं तत्तन्ते. लोकांच मां व्यासरजत् तस्मत्यातिं तत्तन्ते. One time we will repeat not read it. Okay. Okay, we will go to the word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Brahma Adayaha. Demigods such as Brahma. Bahutitam. For many days. Yet of Lakshmi, the goddesses of fortune. Abhanga Moksha. Glance of grace. Kamaha. Being desire of. Tapaha. penances, Samacharan, executing, Bhagavad, unto the personality of Godhead, Prapannaha, surrendered, Sa, she, the goddesses of fortune, Srihi, Lakshmiji, Swavasam, her own abode, Aravindavanam, the forest of lotus flowers, Vihaya, leaving aside, Yet, whose, Pada, feet, Shubhagam, all blissful, Alam, without hesitation, Bhajate, worships, Anurakta, being attached, Tasya, his, Agam, myself, Abja, lotus flower, Kulisha, thunderbolt, Angusha, rod for driving elephants, Ketu, flag, Ketahi, impressions, Srimad, the owner of all opulences, Padehi, by the soles of the feet, Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, Samalankrita Angi, one whose body is so decorated, Trin, three, Ati, superseding, Arus, beautiful, decorated, Ubalabhya, having obtained, Tataha, thereafter, Vibhudim, specific powers, Lokan, planetary system, Saha, he, Mam, me, Vyasjat, gave up, Utsmayatim, while feeling proud, Tadange, at the end. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Abhay Charnavani A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Please repeat behind me. Lakshmi ji, the goddesses of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma, and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers and engaged herself in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. I was endowed with specific powers to supersede the fortune of all the three planetary systems by being decorated with the impressions of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant driving rod, and lotus flower, which are signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. But at the end, when I felt I was so unfortunate, so fortunate, the Lord left me. Purport. The beauty and opulence of the world can be enhanced by the grace of the Lord and not by any man-made planning. When the Lord Sri Krishna was present on this earth, the impressions of the special signs of his lotus feet were stamped on the dust, and as a result of this specific grace, the whole earth was made as perfect as possible. In other words, the rivers, the seas, the forests, the hills, and the mines, which are the supplying agents for the necessities of men and animals, were fully discharged their respective duties. Therefore, the riches of the world surpassed all the riches of all the other planets in the three planetary system of the universe. One should therefore ask that the grace of the Lord always be present on earth, so that we may be favored with his causeless mercy and be happy. Having all necessities of life, one may ask how we can detain the Supreme Lord on this earth after his mission is fulfilled and he was left this earth for his own abode. The answer is that there is no need to detain the Lord. The Lord, being omnipotent, can be present with us if we want him at all. By his omnipresence, he can always be with us if we are attached to his devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. There is nothing in this world with which the Lord is disconnected. The only thing we must learn is to excavate the source of connection, and thus we linked with Him by offenseless service. We can be connected with Him by the transcendental sound representation of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord Himself are identical, and one who chants the holy name of the Lord in an offenseless manner can be at once realize the Lord is present before him. Even by the vibration of the radio sound, we can partially realize sound relativity, and by resounding the sound of transcendence, we can barely feel the presence of the Lord. In this age, when everything is polluted by the contamination of Kali, it is instructed in the scriptures and preached by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, we can at once be free from contamination and gradually rise to the status of transcendence and go back to Godhead. The offenseless chanter of the holy name of the Lord is as auspicious as the Lord Himself, and the movement of pure devotee of the Lord all over the world can at once charge the troublesome face of the world. Only by the propagation of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord can we be immune from all effects of the age of Kali. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadandigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Vidapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sakagana Raghunatha Vidam Tam Cha Jivam Sadvaitam Savadudam Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vidam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamame Hari Priye Vancha Kalpadharubhavcha Kribhav Sindhu Vyayevacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanandam Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Kalanath Prabhu, the light. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees for the Sunday Feast program. So today we are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 32 and 33. So, it is said that in the Puranas, the scriptures, whoever hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, so whoever hearing Srimad Bhagavatam or whoever discoursing, who are giving the class and who are all hearing and who is arranging this program, everyone is benefited. Even where we will discuss so many points, any one of the point could make change in our life. Maybe in the spiritual way we will progress, it will induce that point. So we should be attentively, we need to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam classes, whoever it may be taking. I may not be qualified to take Srimad Bhagavatam, but I am just like a parrot. So what parrot will do? It will just repeat whatever we are teaching them, it is just repeat. So whatever our previous Acharya, Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj, whatever they preach, I just repeating that thing, another thing from my own words. So since the words are coming from the pure devotees, they are referring the Srimad Bhagavatam. So I may be contaminated, but the knowledge is not contaminated. So we should be attentively, we need to gather the knowledge, we need to try to implement one of the point whatever we are hearing. If whatever I am going to speak, if it is changing your heart at a 1%, so that all the glories goes to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So this sloka is talking about when the Kali Purusha entered this material world, that time the cow and the bull. The cow, the dharma in the form of cow, and the dharma in the form of bull, and the earth who is in the form of cow. They were discussing. So that time they were there, and the Kali in the form of a king, he is beating these two, bull and cow. So that time Maharaj Parikshit coming, and he is seeing that the cows and bulls are beaten by somebody who is dressed as like a king, but he is not a king. So then he come and he chastised him. He is trying to kill. He is taking the sword and he is trying to kill him. That time he surrendered. The Kali surrendered. Then he is expressing that I am Kali Purusha. So this is Kali Yuga. So I have to enter this enter this material world. But I am not getting any place in your kingdom. Yes, that time the entire world was ruled by the emperor was Maharaja Parikshit. So he was begging the Lord, I am not getting any place. So that is the discussion was going on. Then in the meantime, the cow is expressing what is the previously she felt and now how she is feeling. So all those things the cow is expressing. So how she is expressing now in this sloka, see all the demigods, 33 crores of demigods are there. Everyone wanted to get the glance of Lakshmi. They will surrender to because Lakshmi Devi is residing along with the personality of Godhead. So everybody wanted to see personality of Godhead, Lakshmi Devi. Even we also wanted Lakshmi in order to settle in this, not settle, to run our day-to-day activities in our life. We also need Lakshmi. Everyone became Lakshmi, even 33 demigod also. But that Lakshmi, what she is doing? She left her place, the lotus forest. She was there in the lotus forest. She left her place and she is taking the shelter. Where she took the shelter? She took the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. What she is doing? She is massaging the Lord's lotus feet. So if you see the materially, so always if you see the Vishnu's photos, Vishnu's temple, if you see, Vishnu, he lie down in the Ananda Shesh, and Lakshmi Devi, she is sitting near to his legs and near to his feet, and if you see, she wills to press his massaging. She is doing the massaging the legs of Vishnu, Mahavishnu. So this is the representation. So all the Matajis also need to do that for all the Prabhujis. Who are all married, all the Matajis is supposed to do that. Because it is said that the Shani, the planet Shani's effect, it is there in the legs of the man. And women's hands, it is effects are there with the Sukira. What is Sukira? So Graha, Sukira, in English what will you say? Venus. So Venus is the Buddha. Venus, what is Sukra? Venus. Okay, we will take Sukran only. So Sukira and Sani, when they met, then there will be abundance of fortune. So that is the reason Goddess of Lakshmi, she is pressing Lord's feet, so she is getting the ability to give the blessing to all the world with their, what is that? Dhan. Aishwarya. She is able to give the Aishwarya because she is pressing the legs of lotus feet of the Lord. But what we are doing, a couple of days what we did, we called only Lakshmi to our house, not Narayana. We want only Lakshmi, or Lakshmi Puja. What is that Puja? Varalakshmi Puja. So we worshipped only Lakshmi. So always the Lakshmi is like a Sanchala, we call it Sanchala. She won't be stay in one place. She always roaming here and there. Where she will stay? Where is the permanent place of Lakshmi? In the heart of Narayana. That is the place of Lakshmi. So, in order to invite Lakshmi to your house permanently, first of all, you need to invite Narayana. Wherever Narayana is there, automatically Lakshmi will come. That is the case. So, Narayana is not a simple person, right? He is a personality of Godhead. So, he won't come as easy as possible. He is looking for, he won't, yes, he is the owner of all this material world. Everything is belong to him. Whatever the animated, inanimate, everything is belong to him. So what we will give to him so that he will come to our house? What we can give to the Lord? Yeah, we can give our love only. Yes, Lord is expecting that only from us. So if you call Narayana with love to your home, automatically Narayana will come. Yes, you are calling him with love, he will come, along with Lakshmi ji also will come. So we need to call Lakshmi ji along with Narayana. So in our context, in this sloka, what it is saying that, so even though Lakshmi ji also leaving the place, he is going to service of the Lord, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And the earth is speaking. What she is telling that, in the three worlds, upper world, middle and lower, all the three worlds, I am so fortunate. She is saying, I am so fortunate. Why she is fortunate? Why she is fortunate? Because Lord, when Krishna took the avatar, that time with barefooted he walked along the earth. So she is explaining that when Lord walking along this, walk on me. So that time I am feeling so fortunate because none of the other planet Lord visited personally. But Krishna visited personally in this material world 5000 years back. So Earth was saying that I was so fortunate that all the my happiness is beyond my limit. So how? Yes, all the other planets do not get the fortunate, but I am fortunate because Lord walked along in the earth. So while Lord walking in the earth, the impression of his legs were there everywhere. See, our legs also, we are walking here and there. How our legs look like? There is no symbol, it is like a normally, nothing will be there. But there are some special symbols are there in the Lord's feet. What are the symbols? We saw the flag, one flag will be there, lotus flower will be there, thunderbolt will be there, and the elephant driving rod, Angusha, they will say Angusha. So that is also will be there in the Lord's feet. So all these impressions are there in the Vrindavan, all the places of Vrindavan. Wherever Lord used to go, everywhere the impressions are there. So even the cows are consciously, they are not stamping on that impressions. See, even there are, Nanda Maharaja, how many cows he had? 9 lakhs cows. So daily, Krishna's and his friends' work is to take all the 9 lakhs cows to take the forest for grazing. So even though all the 9 lakhs cows are going, not even a single cow stamping on the lotus thumbprint of, feet impressions of Krishna. That is level of consciousness even the cow had during that time. And also Lakshmi Devi is saying that when Krishna was there, all seasons are going properly, all over the places are flourished, and animals are happy, everyone is happy when Lord is there in this material world. See, we always saying that, okay, if we are going in some places, there is hill station, if you go, we will wonder, okay, how splendid this place is. There is a good climate, it is very cool, and there are so many flowers, so many trees, and so many birds, animals. By seeing that, we will be so much, we will feel very much enthusiastic, and we will feel each and everything, all the natural things. Suppose you are going to a movie, you are seeing a movie. So in the movie, what you will see? Hero, heroine, and the villain, how they are fighting, how they are romancing, all those things we will see. But in order to make a movie, see the movie we may see some 4 to 5 people, maybe some 10 people may be there predominantly. But in order to make that movie, behind that there is a person. Who is the person who is taking the movie? The director of the movie. The whole movie will go according to the director. How the director is directed, how he is making the actors to act. The actors will act not on their own. What the director taught them, you need to do like this, you need to do like this. Only the director he controlled the entire movie. But the entire movie we never saw the director. But we saw the entire movie, but who did that behind the scene, we never saw the director in the entire movie. The similar way, the entire material world, who is the director, who created this? It is Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He created all these creations, wonderful creations. We couldn't see him, but we can feel, see how splendidly he made all this natural things, trees, fruits, flowers, aroma from the flowers. It is so much he made, but we couldn't release that. We are releasing that. We are trying to enjoy that, but we are not realizing that there is a creator behind that. Not only we, the entire world is like that. World is saying that it is automatically it is coming. So people are saying that how the world is created. The Big Bang theory. It's a Big Bang happen, the exploitation happen, explode happen, immediately the world appear. So this is the theory, foolish theory people have. But there is a director, there is a proprietor, there is a creator behind this wonderful creation. That is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that Supreme Personality of Godhead, when he was in this material world, he walked all over the Vrindavan area. So when Akrura, the Kamsa sent Akrura to Vrindavana. So for what he sent to Akrura? To bring Krishna Balaram to Mathura so that they can kill him. Then Akrura, he is a devotee of the Lord basically. He is a devotee of the Lord. So he was very happy when he got the task from Kamsa, go and bring Krishna. So he is entering Vrindavana. That time, once he entered Vrindavana, he is seeing that all over the places the impression of Lord's lotus feet impression. So immediately, see, he came as a enemy to Krishna. He came from the enemy's territory, enemy's point of view he came, and he should be also enemy, right? He is coming from the enemy's place, means he should be an enemy for Krishna. But when he entered Vrindavana, he is seeing that all the impressions of Lord's legs, Lord's lotus feet, immediately he jumped from the chariot and he rolled over on the mud. Because he was enjoying like anything. Because my Lord's lotus feet is there here, all over the places. How can I go like that? Like he was rolling around that places. He was enjoying that. And in that moment, he forgot. And he doesn't have any fear. He didn't have any fear that if Kamsa knows this, I am enjoying this Supreme Lord's lotus feet, Krishna's lotus feet. If Kamsa came to know that, he will kill my family, kill my relatives, he can kill me also. But he is not afraid of his own self, not afraid of his family also, not afraid of his relatives also. He just only one thing, I want to release this. Release the thumb impressions, feet impressions of Lord Krishna. That is the only motto he has. So that is the way the people during that time when Krishna was there, the devotees of the Lord wanted to see him always and wanted to enjoy, wanted to be there with him. So here in this sloka, Earth is saying that when I felt I am so fortunate, then the three planet system, immediately Lord left from the earthly planet, he was saying. So he is explaining that what is her feelings. So in that he is saying that when the Lord left from, when I felt fortunate, that time immediately Lord left from this material world. So what is the purpose of Lord visiting his material world? So Lord is, the first thing is to save the devotees of the Lord, first thing, and to re-establish the dharma. So to kill the miscreants and to re-establish the dharma. That is the purpose of Lord visiting this material world. So even though we are all here, why we need to worship the Lord? What is the purpose? Why we need to worship the Lord? What is the purpose? Anyway, Lord, we are saying we just discussed everything made by Lord, all the material world made by anything. Lord, work is over, let him go. Why we need to worship him again? What is the purpose? Why we need to worship the Lord? Why we need to worship the Lord? Anybody can answer? Re-establish the consciousness. Okay, after re-establishing the consciousness, what we will do? Yes, to continue his mercy. So his mercy always will be there, but we are not aware. So that is our fault. The thing is, we are all illiterate people. We are literate, but knowledge-wise we are illiterate. We don't have knowledge. Anyan, that's why it's called Anyan. Anyan means breadth of knowledge. There is no knowledge for it. So when we don't have the knowledge, then what will happen? If we don't have knowledge, then what will happen? We will affected by these modes of material natures and affected by this Maya. We will be in the clutches of Maya only always. And we will also take birth, become old age, we will get disease and we will die. Again take birth, old age, disease, die. The birth and death cycle will continue. So if you don't have a knowledge, this birth and death will automatically continue. There won't be never ending story. So when you get the knowledge, okay, I need to come out from this birth and death cycle. That is my big problem. I need to come out from this. I need to go beyond this death. When we are getting that knowledge, and for that what we need to do? That is the real knowledge. When we get that kind of knowledge, then we will start worshipping the Lord. Why? Because Lord can only provide that beyond birth. Lord can only take us from out of this birth and death cycle. There is none other than Krishna can take out from this birth and death cycle. So in Tamil there is a poem called Tirukkural. There are some 1330 Tirukkural. It is a kind of Kural, means that only two stanza will be there. One person called in the ancient time, one person called Thiruvalluvar. If you see there is a big statue also there in Kanyakumari. 133 feet statue is there in Kanyakumari. So the Tamil Nadu government, they kept the statue to honor him. In that 1330 stanzas, only two lines will be there. Each one of the poem, if you take, only two lines will be there. In this two lines, exactly 7 words will be there. That's all. That is the way he made 1330 poems, stanzas, and he covered everything. He covered about what is the purpose of life, how the human need to live, how the king need to be there, and what is education. Everything he covered in that. All the areas he covered. In that, one of the, we will call it as a Kural. That means one of the stanza is coming like this. Piravi kadalai நீந்துவார் நீந்தார் இறைவனடி சேராதார். That means the birth and death is like a ocean. The person will always swim on this birth and death ocean. Who is that person? Who doesn't reach the lotus feet of the Lord. Who not yet reached the lotus feet of the Lord, they will always be in the birth and death cycle. It is only two stanzas. There is a big meaning behind that. Even entire Bhagavatam we are understanding, if you read entire Bhagavatam, we will understand that only. So if you want to come out from the birth and death cycle, we have to surrender to the lotus feet. So even those times, ancient times people also, everybody aware of that. What is the purpose of life? To do the service of the Lord, then we need to get the mercy of the Lord so that we can go out of this birth and death cycle. So that is the purpose of life. And in the ancient time, Lord took the avatar of Rishabhadev. Rishabhadev is the Lord's avatar. So Rishabhadev, he had 100 sons, and he is teaching his sons. Actually, how we can understand, how we come to know about Lord? There are 3 persons who will teach about Lord to all of us individually. So who are the 3 persons? The first person is our Father. Our Father should teach who is God and what is the purpose of life. That means he should have the knowledge. And if the second person is the Guru, Guru will teach about the Lord and how to reach the Lord and how to come out of this birth and death cycle. And the third person is the king of the state. So 3 persons, who are they? Father, Guru, Master and the king. If any of this person, if not doing his duty, who is not showing the lotus feet of the Lord, not giving the knowledge, then that person is worthless, whoever it may be. So their duty they should show the path how to reach, go out of this, the birth and death. That is the duty of all these people. And even if any of the persons, any of such person, we will say Mada, Pita, Guru, Devam, right? There are 4 things we will say. Any of the person, even if they are not doing this, not showing the path to reach the Lord, or they are not allowing us to reach the Lord's lotus feet, then we can reject them. That is a scriptural injection. Rishabhadev is teaching to his sons. Okay? And this is the one of it. So can we remind our memory? Remind our memory, can we say, what are the situations in the great personalities rejected their authorities? First, let us say, take mother. There is a personality in the history who rejected his mother's words. Who is that person? Anybody can remember? Mother's words. No, who rejected mother's words. Because mother is not showing the Supreme Lord, that's the reason he rejected his mother. He's a very famous personality. Yes. Bharat. Kaikeyi is not allowed Ramachandra, not allowed Ramachandra to be there in the kingdom. So he asked her to go to, asked Lord Rama and Sita go to Vanvas. So that time Bharat rejected his mother because he is taking away him from the Supreme Lord. That is the reason he rejected his mother. And example for father, who rejected the father? Prahlad Maharaj. Yes. Prahlad Maharaj rejected his father because he is not allowing to connect with the Supreme Lord. And who rejected the Guru? Sukracharya, Bali Maharaj. When Vamana Murti, he came in the form of a small Brahmana, when Bali Maharaj doing yajna, that time Vamana visited there. And he was asking alms he is begging from Bali Maharaj. So then Sukracharya immediately identified this is Lord Vishnu. So, but Bali Maharaj couldn't understand. What he is doing, he is ready to give. What he asked? 3 feet of land only me. I want 3 feet of land. Then Bali Maharaj told with proudly what he said. See, I thought you are an intelligent person. By seeing you, you are an educated, intelligent person, knowledgeable person, but you are a child only. You are asking only 3 feet of land. If you ask, I can give anything, many things. Like that, he Yes, he didn't understand first. Then Sukracharya told, what he told? See, this is not a normal person. He is a supreme personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Vishnu himself, he came in the form of Brahmana. You should not give any promise to him. Then he will ruin you. He will drive away. Means he will make you a beggar. He will take away everything from you. That's what he told. Then Bali Maharaj, what he did? Then he didn't accept the words of his Guru, because the Supreme Lord came into my house, so I need to surrender to him. That is his word. So even he rejected the Guru that place. So even if the Guru also not allowing to surrender to the Lord, we can reject the Guru. What is the fourth one? Mada Pida Guru Daivam. How can we reject the Daivam? Can we reject the Daivam? But if we rejected the Daivam? No. Actually, we rejected Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha is one of the avatar, 9th avatar, 9 avatars, the Yuga avatar, right? 10 avatars Dasa avatar we will say. In that, Lord Buddha also one of the avatar. Not this Gautama Buddha. Before Gautama Buddha, there is one more Buddha. So that is the avatar of Lord Vishnu. So his avatar, he was during that time, all the demons, they are Daityas, we call it as Daityas and Devadas. There are two different kind of people, Daityas and Devadas. So Daityas, they are supposed to not learn the Vedas and scriptures, because they are not qualified to do that. But during that time, those people are also trying to learn this, because they are not using that in a proper way. What is said in the Vedas, they are changing that. They are changing the words, whatever specified in the scriptures, they are changing that Daityas. So in order to cut down that, Lord Buddha avatar happened. So what he said, immediately he rejected all the scriptures. And he rejected the scripture means what is scriptures? Suppose Srimad Bhagavatam is a scripture. All the Vedas, he rejected all the Vedas. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, from all the Vedas I am to be known. That he is saying. Krishna is saying, from all the Vedas I am to be known. So that means he rejected the Lord Buddha, he rejected the Krishna also. So that way, if you see Sanatana Dharma, we won't connect with Krishna. People won't worship Krishna who are all in the Sanatana Dharma. People won't worship Krishna, worship Lord Buddha. Why? We rejected Buddha because he rejected the Lord. He rejected the Vedas. But there is a purpose behind that, but we won't worship that. We rejected the Daivam also. So, Mada, Pida, Guru, Daivam, anybody can be rejected if they are not showing us the path of salvation, path of the lotus feet of the Lord. If they are not showing, we can reject them. And if you take Vibhishana, what he rejected? He rejected his family. He rejected his brothers. He is ready to connect with the Lord, join with the Lord, and ready to kill his brothers. Why? They are other means. They are the demon. Even also he is also from the Asura family, but he knows who is Supreme Lord and what is the purpose of life, what we need to do. So his brothers, Kumbhakarna and Ravana, they are not. Even though they know that there is a Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are not understanding the authority. They asked Vibhishana to work on their side, opposite to Lord. Then Vibhishana rejected his family also. So in this way, there are many things in our scriptures. Anybody, anything, any impediment it is coming on the path of connecting with the Lord, we can reject that. Even though it is a Mada, Pita, Guru or Devam, anybody, we can reject and we can go ahead with the connect with the Lord. And in the Vairagyam, if you see the Vairagyam, the gopis, they are the Vairagyam. So the gopis are they always serve their wives, sorry, husbands, devotees. But when they hear the flute sound of Krishna, immediately they leave their husband, they will run away from their houses. So there is the example for the Vairagya. So even though they are Vairagya to serve only the husband, but when Supreme Lord came, they leave that Vairagya to serve the husband, they directly go and serve the Supreme Lord. So these are the many examples there in the scriptures. So whenever there is a Supreme Lord, the connection with the Supreme Lord is getting affected, we can reject that, whoever it may be an authority. So Lord is saying in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, what is saying? Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto mattaha smudyanyanam abohanam cha vedaisya sarve ragam eva vedyo vedanta krityeva vrityeva chagam. What is the meaning? I am living in everyone's heart. So Lord is saying, I am living in everyone's heart. You, me, everyone, each and every person. It is from a small ant, small animal, small amoeba, or we can say it's a corona. From that to the blue whale is a big animal in this world. Where, as of now, we know there are 30 elephant size. It will be there. It is there in the ocean. It is there in the ocean. So that animal also, it has. Lord is there in each and every living entity. In the heart of each and every living entity, Lord is there. So, whenever we are seeing others, we should not see them as just a person, just a body, any animal or any living entities. Because Lord is residing in that. Because Lord is confirming in Bhagavad Gita, I am sitting there in everyone's heart. So, we need to give that much respect to each and every person, not only human being, animals also. So that is the reason why in the olden days people won't kill the animals unnecessarily. Each and every animal, they will connect it with each Lord. If you see each demigods, the snake is connected with one demigod, the bull is connected with Shiva, and the tiger and lion, it is connected with the Devi. All the animals, if you see all the animals, even the small rat is connected with Lord Ganesha. You should not kill even a small rat also. Like that, the crow is connected with Shani Bhagavan. Each and every animal is connected with the demigod, so that what is the purpose? All the living entities have the rights to live in this world. And we should not harm anybody, because all the animals, all the living entities, Lord is residing in all the living entities' body. So in order to preach that, our scriptures, everything is connected with each and every animals also. Each and every demigod is connected with every animals. So we won't kill unnecessarily all those animals. But the present society, what is happening? We are killing everything. We don't have the knowledge. What is the knowledge we don't have? Lord is residing in each and every living entity. That knowledge is not there. So the person who is coming here, especially to this ISKCON classes, ISKCON center, and who are getting the knowledge, at least we should remember that always. Each and every living entity, Lord is there. So we need to give that respect to each and every living entity. Not only humans, not only the devotees. Who are all there? Even there may be a mad person in the road. That person also Lord is there. Because of this previous past karma, that person may be a mad or a beggar or something. But in that person's heart also, he may be unclean, but Lord is ready to stay there. What is our problem? Lord is staying in his body. Then we also give that much respect to each and every person. That is very important. And Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, who can understand him? Who knows him? In 7.3, Manushyanam Sagasreshu is telling that in thousands of men, that is Manushyanam Sagasreshu. Sagasreshu means thousands of men. Manushyanam, in the human being, in the thousands of human being, Kashit Yadati Siddhaye. That means one of the thousands of men, one person is endeavor will try for the perfection. In thousands of men, one person try for the perfection. And he is saying that yadatam api siddhanam, in that perfected persons. Yes, in thousands of men, one person is perfect. One person try for the perfect. In among the perfect persons, hardly one person knows about the truth, knows me. That's what he is saying. So Krishna is saying, it is very, very rare to know the person who knows me. This person is very rare in this material world. Thousands of men, only one person may try to be in the perfect, come to the perfect path. In that, who already came in the perfected path, among the perfected persons, one hardly can understand me. That's what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. So we are all so fortunate that we may be in the perfected category. Yes, we know Krishna, we know the truth. We know, at least we come to know the tinge of about Krishna, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. At least we came to know a little bit. So we need to feel ourselves as a fortunate person. So when we get into that one among the perfected person, when we follow the instructions of Krishna, when we follow the instructions of the Acharyas, then we can be the one among the perfected persons. So our endeavor should wander among that perfected persons, so that we can make our life perfect. And Krishna he is saying in the Bhagavad Gita 7.19, what he is saying, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, means after many, many births, Jnanavam Mam Prapatyate. So, the person with knowledge who will surrender to me, after many, many, many births, the person who is having the knowledge who will surrender to me. What is the knowledge? Vasudevam Sarvamidhi. What is the knowledge? Vasudeva is all in all. He is the cause of all causes. Vasudeva is all in all. In the sloka he is saying, Vasudevam Sarvamidhi. Sa Mahatma Sudarlabha. What does that mean? That kind of Mahatma, those person is Mahatma. Who is that Mahatma? After taking multiple repeated births, who surrenders, knowing me as a Supreme and who is surrendering to me, that kind of person is a Mahatma, and that is Sudarlabha. Sudarlabha means it is very, very rare. That's what Krishna is saying. So we are all in the path of Krishna's, to surrender to the Krishna consciousness. We are in the path of developing our Krishna consciousness. So we need to be we need to take our steps towards the Lord. Because understanding the Lord is very, very rare. So we need to be in the progressive manner, try to understand who is Lord and what is his activities and what is the instructions of the Lord. We need to try to follow, we need to apply in our life. Whatever we are hearing, we need to apply in our life. Today we heard, we need to treat each and every living entity as a place where Lord is residing. So Lord, where Lord will reside? Lord will reside in a temple. So all of the living entity in this world is a temple, kind of a temple only, because Lord is residing there. So we need to treat each and every living entity as a temple. So now onwards, whenever we are seeing other person, we need to see them not as this person, that person is the enemy, this is the friend. We should not see in that way. We need to see that Lord is residing in this body. So in that way we need to see them as a temple, walking temple. If you see the human being is a walking temple, animals also walking. And if you see the tree, that is also, Lord is residing there in the tree, in the plants, everywhere Lord is there. So we need to see the presence of the Lord each and every living entities. So that is the way we can avoid the offenses. So if you avoid, 50% of the offenses will go off from there only. When we see the Lord in all the living entities. So it is a very easy way to avoid the offenses, and we can 50% we are going up. Take the progress immediately, we can take the progress. So that we need to realize every day we need to contemplate in our mind. What is the contemplation? The contemplation is Lord is there in the everyone's, all the living entities. Lord is living in with along with all living entities. All the living entities body, Lord is there. That understanding we should have every day. And we talked about Guru. So Guru can show the path to reach the Lord. Guru maybe by seeing Guru maybe the small. I like us only. What he is also eating like us. He is also getting fever. I am also getting fever. What is the difference between me and Guru? We should not think Guru as a normal person. So Guru Tattva is a very predominant Tattva. It's a different Tattva itself. How the Vishnu Tattva, Guru Tattva is different. It's a different Tattva itself. So Guru is the person who is showing, who is giving the clearing the path towards the Lord, and he is giving the knowledge to us. Even our parents may not have the knowledge about the God, but parents may have the knowledge to connect us to a Guru. They are sending the school. We are sending our children to a school. Why? Even though we have the knowledge, but we are sending them to school to get the knowledge from the school, the authorized person. Right? The LKG, UKG books it's available in the market. All the books are available in the market. And we are also educated. Why? Already we completed schools, and we can teach in the same part of the lessons in their home also. But why we are sending the children? The children will learn the discipline and they learn the proper bona fide master, so that they will learn the things. That's the reason we are sending the people to our kids to school. The similar way, we all need to catch hold of a Guru. We need to surrender to a Guru, so that the purpose of life. What is our purpose of life? How to perform, so that we can progress in spiritually, and we can understand, we can realize that we are not this body, we are the soul, and what is our purpose? We need to reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All this knowledge will be given by the Lord, the Guru. So it is said that in the everyday morning Mangalarti we will sing a song in all the ISKCON temples. The Guru Vandana, we will do the Guru Vandana. Samsara Dava we'll sing in front of the Lord every Mangalarti, morning Mangalarti. In that, there is a 7th stanza, it is coming. What is that? Shakshakshadrikshvena samasta saster uktastadava yadayeva sakhin kindu prabhurya kriyeva dasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. What is the meaning of this? Guru, there is no difference between Guru and the Lord. Guru is as good as Lord. Whatever the respect you are giving to the Lord, whatever the things you are giving to the Lord, the same respect you have to give it to the Guru. So that is and also it is saying that, it is said by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in 17th century, he wrote this. So he is saying that all the scriptures are saying the same thing. Whatever the scriptures are there in this material world, all the scriptures are saying that Guru is the representative of God. There is no difference between Lord and Guru. You need to surrender to a Guru, so that you can get the knowledge properly. And all the scriptures are saying that. So the morning song, what will say? For that reason, Vande Guru Charanaramindam. In the lotus feet of the Guru, I'm doing my obeisances. That's what we are singing in the morning. So that is the great position. The Guru's position is great. It is not a normal position. So we need to give that much respect to the Guru. And if you see the qualities of the Guru, so Guru is a personified of Sattva Guna. Guru never be in the mode of ignorance, and he never be in the mode of passion. He always is a personified, Sattva Guna personified. Always is the Sattva Guna will be there in the Guru. He is full of Sattva Guna. That is the quality of the Guru. And Param Pavitram, Parama Pavitram. Pavitram means it is pure, it is clean. The Guru is a Parama Pavitram. That is the quality of the Guru. He always clean. There is no contamination in Guru. And third, it's Vairagyam. So Guru is always a Vairagya. What is Vairagya? Vairagya means he always following the austerities. If he is waking up 3:30, whatever the problem, he will wake up by 3:30, morning 3:30. And he will, if you want to attend the Mangalarti, the Guru will never miss the Mangalarti. He never miss any of the things which need to be done in this. And he won't take anything anywhere to food and all. Only the prasadam only he will take. And how much ever, if there is no food available, then he will be starved. But he won't take anything and everything. So these are the Vairagyam. So that Guru has that kind of Vairagyam. And has the sense controls. That Vairagyam is sense control also. Senses also, we are addicted to our senses. But Guru, why we are calling them as a Goswami, means Go means senses, Swami means who control their senses. They are Goswamis. They took the control of the senses. That's why we are calling them as a Goswamis. So there are 6 Goswamis are there in the photo. On this side there is a 6 Goswamis. So we are following them actually. They are the followers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are disciples of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are following them. Why we are calling them as a Goswamis? They are controlled their senses. It is said that when they were roaming they were in the big position. When the king was there, that time they were in the big mantris. They were the mantris. And when they left their job, the entire bullock cart, the king gave the coins, gold coins to them. That much wealth they had. They gave everything for his relatives here for the Krishna's purpose. They gave everything and they left their home and they were staying under a tree. And even they won't stay more than 3 days under a same tree, because they feel that if you stay more than 3 days, I will get an attachment to this tree also. So they want to leave that attachment also. That's why they won't stay more than 3 days under a tree. So that is that kind of Vairagyam. That they are the Goswamis, because they control their senses. If they feel they can enjoy palatable food and enjoy the palace, enjoy the women, everything they could have done because of so much of wealth they had. But they understand what is the purpose of life, and whatever the things are there, material things, all are not, it is a temporary only, and it will keep us in the Maya. They understood that, they realized that, so they left everything, they become Goswamis. Then Satyam, they will speak Satyam. They only speak truth. What is Satyam? They only speak, always they will speak from the scriptures. Parama Satyam, that is what is Bhagavatam, what is Bhagavad Gita is saying, what Lord is saying. They will speak, always speak that only. So always there, that is one of the quality of the Guru. And out of duality, they won't have any duality, like it is good, it is bad. Even the person who is senior of any another sannyasi, they will treat them the similar way who is newly joined, who is newly devotee, he joined as he wanted to be devotee. That person also, they will treat equally. They won't treat, okay, this is a great senior person, this is a junior person. There won't be any discrimination. They won't have that duality. There is good, there is happiness, there is distress. For them always, because they know that their life is running beyond, under the control of Krishna. They know that Krishna is always is there. Whatever he is giving, that is his blessings. Whether it is a good or bad, so they won't take everything as a blessing of the Lord. So that is the way they are out of duality. And always what they are thinking, they will think about others' welfare only. They won't think about my health is there, I want to eat more, I want to improve my body, I want to improve my health, I want to improve my wealth, I want to improve my house. They won't think all those things. They left the house, they won't think about anything. So when we discuss about Rishabhadeva, he was a great king, and he was a king also. So he has a father, 100 sons were there, and Guru, he is instructing his sons as a Guru, and He is a king also. So all these three places he did his work perfectly. When he left the house, when Rishabhadeva left the house, the other people, in the Bhagavatam, in the 5th canto, it is there. It is said that if we are leaving from the home, what we will do? What we will take? Minimum, we will take mobile. If we leave the home, bare minimum, we will take mobile. If we are going somewhere outside, we will take some dresses. We say this and that. We will pack and we will go. But Lord Rishabhadeva, when he left the home, it is said that in Bhagavatam, he took only his body. What does that mean? That means while leaving the home, he realized he is a self-realized person. He took his body only. That means nothing. He only took his body, our body. We are now what we are thinking that we not yet realize that our body and soul is different. But Rishabhadeva, he realized. That's the reason it is said in Bhagavatam that Rishabhadeva took his body only along with him, like that. And when he went out of his house, he acted as a madman. He is like a blind man. He will go and hit in the wall. He is like a blind man, and he will act as a deaf man. He won't hear anything like that. He is unable to see, unable to hear, he is unable to speak. All these qualities. Why he made? Don't want to attach this to this material world again. So like that, he is like a beggar. He went to the forest, and in the forest, when he reached the 4 sides, there is a forest fire happened. Forest fire. In the forest fire is happening in the middle of that. Rishabhadeva was there, and in the Bhagavatam, it is saying that when he left his home, that time itself he realized that when he took his body along with him, when he took along with his only the body, that time itself it is understood that he reached the perfection. He left his body because he understood that body is different, our soul is different. So he understood, he realized that time itself he removed the connection between the body and himself. And whatever burned in the forest is only his body. Yeah, because before that itself he left the place. So that is the way it is mentioned. So it will take time to understand we are not this body. Yes, we are hearing this, we are not this body, but we are unable to realize that we are thinking ourselves, this is my body, the body is myself, I am this body. But all this discussion, why we are happening, all these things, to understand we are not this body, we are the souls. We are only the souls, we are not this body. This body is just a temporary, like a temple. We need to treat it as a temple where Lord resides. Along with the Lord, we are residing there. And we need to try to serve the Lord. That is the only thing we need to think always. So, today's sloka, what is the discussion? What we discussed? So, the cow lamented because when the cow was feeling fortunate when Lord was roaming around the forest of Vrindavana, when the Lord was in his own legs, imprints were there in the mud, in the earth. So Yatiparan felt that it is so fortunate. But when she felt fortunate, the Lord immediately left the place. So it is then she is felt bad. So she is feeling that the separation. So similarly, we also need to feel the separation of the Lord. We separate from the Lord. So in Srishtastakam, what is the 6th verse? What is the 6th verse? Nayanam galatashrudaraya vadanam gadgada rudayargira pulake nichitam vapu kada tavanama grahane bhavishyate. What is that meaning? When will my eyes be decorated with tears? When will my voice choke up? When will my hairs be stand at the end of recitation of the name of the Lord? So these are all the symptoms when we reciting the Lord's name. So currently it is not happening with us. Is it happening to anybody? Anybody feeling that? When we recite the Lord's names, will be anybody feeling crying? Anybody feeling the hairs are standing up? It's not happening this because our heart are covered with the dust. So what we need to do? We need to repeat our chanting. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he said? Kali Yuga Dharma. He re-established the Kali Yuga Dharma. Chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the only solution you can get out of this material world, get out of this birth and death cycle. So chanting of the holy name is the only solution. So when we repeat again and again, automatically the symptoms, whatever the symptoms he was saying, all these symptoms will come with us also. So that time we can feel that we become pure. So till that time we are contaminated. So our endeavor should be to chant the holy name of the Lord without any offenses. So the offenseless way we need to chant. If you start chanting, if you start realizing that we are doing offenses consciously, if you avoid that offenses, automatically we will get into the mode of pure chanting with a love towards the Lord. That with that time we ourselves can feel the symptoms, whatever Nayanam Galatashru Dharaya, that tears flow from our eyes. All those symptoms, the hairs will stand up when you recite the holy name of the Lord. All these symptoms will come when will come? When we get into the pure state. So always our endeavor should get into the pure state of chanting the holy name of the Lord. What is the mantra to chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we chant, when you continuously chanting this mantra, this is the Kali Yuga Dharma. If you continue chanting simply this mantra, consciously we need to chant. We don't want to think about anything, any form, anything, nothing. Just focus on this mantra. Automatically you will reach the perfection as early as possible. This is the verdict of all the Vedas. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also propagate the same thing. So we are all the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu words. So we need to be endeavor ourselves towards the Suddha Bhakti, that is pure devotional service. So for that we are always desired to do that. It is not that immediately it will come. Through practice it will come. So practice every day with the hope that this is Mahaprabhu word, this is Prabhupada is propagating that, he propagated. If you chant offenselessly, if you are able to leave your offenses, if you chant properly, continuously, every day, if you try, one day you will reach the perfection. So we should have the faith on these words and we should follow and try to attain the perfection. Hare Krishna. Grandraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Daivam can be rejected. The example is Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha, be rejected. Actually, the Acharyas rejected Lord Buddha. When can be rejected? When the person rejecting the Vedas, rejecting the scriptures, that time we need to reject that person. Who is not allowing, because when you read the scriptures, then only you can understand about the God, you can attain the Lord. So if the person is not allowing us to read the scriptures, not allowing to, understanding the position of Krishna, not allowing to reach him, then we can reject him. In that way, our Sanatana Dharma, we rejected Lord himself. When he was coming as a Buddha, we rejected him. We rejected Daivam. That's the reason. Yeah, that's what that time there are two different categories, devotees and Danavas. Daityas and Devadas. So the Daityas, they supposed not to read the scriptures because they are all demons. So their purpose is not to attain the Supreme Lord. They wanted to enjoy. They are using the scriptures for the wrong way, for the self enjoyment. for the sense enjoyment. So Lord wanted to reject those people. So then Lord took the avatar of Buddha, Lord Buddha. Then he rejected the scriptures. He told scriptures are all foolish. Don't follow the scriptures. Then people started following him. There is no scriptures, no God, there is no rebirth. All those preaching he did. And that time there are a lot of animal killing also. So to stop that, Lord supposed to do that. So Lord did that in the Buddha avatar. So there is a reason behind that, but since even the Lord rejected this in this avatar, so that avatar we won't follow. Amen. Lord won't decide anything. It is everything as what we are deciding, what we are doing.
How long he will do Lila when he takes the birth only they decide and send
No, he won't decide anything. Lord will give you the chances to put in this material world. He give the chances. 2 ways he gave.
She is asking about his avatar. When he took avatar, did he already decided that okay, how long I will be there in this avatar? How long I will be?
Yes. See, Lord he is always do the nitya. What is that? He always his leela is nitya leela. Lord is a nitya leela. He always do the nitya leela. It is not that 5,000 years back Lord Krishna born. There are so many planetary systems are there, so many universes are there. Somewhere other in any universe, any planet, now also that leela is happening. This is a nitya leela. Somewhere other planet Ramayana is happening. Somewhere other planet Bhagavad is happening. Every planet, everywhere is a nitya leela. Always Lord's pastimes is happening. Any part of this universe.
And for us, our karma will decide how long we will stay.
Yeah, that's what Lord gives a small free will to us. See, if you want to feed a cow, they'll put a knot at cow in a big rope. So the cow can, it's the cow's desire, how much ever he can go and eat. If you want to eat, he can eat. If you want to sleep, he can sleep. So Lord gives that free will to us. If you want to take bhakti, you take bhakti. If you want to enjoy the illusionary energy, that is Maya, you can enjoy that also. Because both are Lord's energy only. So you want to realize. So some people it may take immediately they will realize, they will become a serious devotee of the Lord. If you see all the sannyasis of ISKCON, they took the bhakti when they connected with Prabhupada. Immediately they left their college, everything. They immediately joined at the age of 19, 20 itself. Now are we able to do that? We throw everything, we will go. We are not able to do that. It is person to person, it will be different. There is a difference is there. So based on their understanding, their realization, it will happen. It will happen. Yeah. See, when you understand, when you surrender to your guru, all of our karmas will be taken care by this gurus. It will taken. That is why it is called a rebirth. When you get the initiation from the guru, diksha from the guru, that is a second birth for us. Why it is a second birth? He took away all of our karmas. Yeah. Then he make us ready towards the spiritual path. So it is up to us how fast we are moving towards the spiritual path. If you are staying in the same place, it's okay. There is no, Lord is not worrying for that. Lord is only thinking about who is coming towards him. He is not worrying about the people. You want to enjoy, enjoy. Anyway, it is my energy only.
Give the opportunity to be.
Yes.
Always worship at the lotus feet of Krishna or Vishnu. But also understood Lakshmi is Chanchala. But we are all searching for Lakshmi so that we always worship Lakshmi only. But we don't get this to pray Krishna or Vishnu.
That's what I initially we discussed that only.
How do we get there?
Once we understand, then we will get the taste. Whatever.
Even yesterday or the day before yesterday, Lakshmi Vrata was happened. We understood that Lakshmi Vrata means
Lakshmi Devi.
and she will fulfill all our desires. She will give all our
Actually, when you are worshipping the Lakshmi, she will come to your house, but she will come as a guest. So guests, they won't stay permanently. They will come, and after some time they will go. So when you want to put Lakshmi permanently in your house, first you need to invite Narayan, Lakshmi Pati. You need to serve Narayan. You need to eat Narayan. That's what Narayan. He don't want anything. Because he is the wonder of everything. Why he want anything from you? He want only your love, loving service. If you do the loving service to the Narayana, Narayana will to come to your home. Once Narayana come, where Lakshmi resides, in the heart of Narayana, Lakshmi resides. So automatically Lakshmi also will come to us. Yeah, there is a shortcut. Okay, Lakshmi only will do, then automatically he will come like that. You don't want to. We rejected Narayana. We catch hold of Narayana. We don't have anything. What you will get? Only Lakshmi has the money.
That's the main faith every soul has.
Actually, every soul, because Narayana, if you catch hold of Narayana, you will get go out of this material world. People don't want to go out of this material world. They want to enjoy more and more. So that kind of people, they want only Lakshmi. That's all. That's why they are inviting Lakshmi to their home. Okay, next. Yeah, initially, yeah. Not Gautama Buddha. Not Gautama Buddha. Before that, there is a. Narayana also, yes. Yes, yeah. See, one of the person, Kalavan, he was staying in Tirupati there during that time. So he was he's not a he's a worthless person. He was disturbing all the people. People are scolding him. He will go to Narakala like that. All the people are giving curse to him. That kind of activities, sinful activities, that guy used to do there in that time. So one day the Brahmanas came to him and they are begging to him. And what he did, he immediately went inside. He took some, what is that, til, sesame seeds, and he made a cow on that. They are expecting that he give the cow. Then he told to them, I will give you a cow. The Brahmanas came to his home. They are begging him. Then he told that I will give you a cow. Then they are happy. Okay, he is going to give a cow as a charity. Then he went inside and he took a til, the sesame seeds, and he made a cow and he gave it to him. And he wanted to mimic them. He told that Krishnarpanam. He gave that the cow and telling them Krishnarpanam to him. When he left the body, we went to the Yamadutas took him to the Yamaraja. Then Yamaraja, by seeing him, he get up from his seat and he was inviting him. Then all the Todas are astonished. Why? Because this guy, he did so much of sinful activities. Why our Yamaraja giving so much respect to him? Then the both Yamaraja and this Kalavan both are discussing. What are they discussing? The Yamaraja told all the Yamadutas that this person, he gave the little bit of sesame seeds to the Brahmana with what he told? Krishnarpanam. One time he took the name of Krishna, like that, because of that I am giving this respect. That's what he told. So when they discussing that time, they are discussing in the Yamaloka, they are discussing. When they talk about Krishna, this person and Yamaraj, they are discussing about Krishna for a period. The entire Yamaloka becomes Swargaloka. It becomes Swargaloka, Yamaloka. Why? Because they are discussing about the Lord there. So it becomes changed. So it is not necessary to each and every person need to be put here to there. If we are discussing about the Lord anytime, anywhere, the place itself it become a Vaikuntha. Its place itself become a Vaikuntha. Lord will be there, present. He will present there itself. That is the story behind that. Anybody has any other questions? Any doubts? Any feedback? Am I bored, you all of you, or everybody fell asleep?